Well, hello and welcome to the homestead.
Hi guys.
Well, it's been a while since we put a video out. I know we missed last week, guys, but we have a good reason for it. What happened last week?
Our daughter and the grandbabies were here.
Yay! Got to see our youngest granddaughter for the first time.
I know, she's so precious.
She is, and they were here for almost the whole week, Monday to Saturday.
No, they didn't get here until Tuesday.
Tuesday to Saturday.
Tuesday, yeah.
So
it was a long drive.
It is a long drive. It's
they were driving from Massachusetts to Arkansas.
Yeah, and with 3 kids all under the age of 12.
Well, no, Ty will be 13,
so he's 12.
Well, he's not under the age of 12.
But he is 12.
Yeah.
And then Colson is 7. And then Ellie
15 months.
15 months. Let's go this way, guys. So they were here and we really wanted to spend as much time with them as we could, because we're not going to get to see them again probably for at least another year.
Probably.
So,
but we did do a lot of work in the morning and we did get some videoing done. It's just it needs to be edited.
Yeah, it needs to get edited and put out to you. I know the last video you guys saw, we had run out of material for the chicken coop, but you'll be seeing an update to that very, very quickly. And we got an enormous amount of work done, even though they were here. And we filmed a lot of it. Yeah. But guys, I didn't edit. I didn't take the time to do editing. Editing is very, very long.
No, and they came to help us a few mornings, so we did work in the morning and then spent the afternoon and the rest of the evening with them, which was nice because we got to hang out on the lake.
Yes, we got to hang out on the lake, and I think I have some video footage of that, and I'll show you right now. And that was over at the lake house. Now, that's not our lake house, guys.
No.
That belongs to a friend of ours, and they were kind enough to let us use it. I'm gonna switch again, honey. To let us use it to host the kids. But guys, the war is over. The dispute with my neighbor has come to a conclusion.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys saw that video, but I will leave a link up top. There was quite a bit of drama over the cutting down of some trees that were on our property. It ended up positively being on our property, but when we put that video out, we had not cleaned up the stuff that had actually fallen across the line. So you can see, guys, we got all our piles right here along the driveway, and if we go up right in here, you can see I've got just a little bit more here I've got to do, but you can see it's all cleaned up. You can see the marker right there, and everything is on our side. So
yeah.
And he came over while we were cleaning that up and expressed apologies for all the confusion, which is very big. I mean, that's very big of him. It's hard to make an apology when you know you're in the wrong, and he's a bigger man for doing that, and we really appreciate it. I'm gonna keep cutting in front of you. I'm sorry. It's blazing hot out here today.
It is.
But that project, guys, is done. And then another project that we got done. Do you want to tell them about that, honey?
Yeah, when they were here, my grandson Tyler, the oldest one, he offered to mow our garden rows, and it worked out well because it allowed us to get our ground fabric done.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, let's take a look. So all of our ground fabric is in now. except for these 2 rows here, guys. And those rows are not going to get ground fabric, so that makes it real easy.
Yeah.
We're putting...
Oh, go ahead.
Well, we're putting beans in there.
Yep.
That's what you planned?
Yes. Those 2 rows are beans.
Yeah, so...
but I had done some of the ground fabric and had seeded and got some of our crop in so far, but the rest of it was... It's a lot of work to do by yourself, so it was taking time.
But now with the ground fabric all in.
Yeah, now that the ground fabric's in, I'll be able to buzz right along and get everything planted. Yeah.
So we should have this planted out in relatively quick form now.
Yeah.
And then put trellises up and wait for harvest is basically it. But we got a bunch of things done, guys. If you pay close attention, you might see some of it in the background, but we're not gonna spill the beans quite yet.
No, you'll have to wait for the video to come out to see that. Yeah,
and I'm gonna try and get that edited for you guys this week, but very happy with the way it turned out. So, and it looks like I've got to mow again.
I know, it's only been a few days, and with all the rain that we keep getting, the grass is just growing.
Yeah, let me show you what Missy's got already. Let me turn you around. Hopefully you guys can see it right there. She's got a nice row of tomatoes.
Yeah, those are beefsteak tomatoes.
And then if we come down over here...
And I have 2 different kinds. Watch out for the hot wire.
Is it on?
It's on.
Oh, okay. Cucumber, right?
I have slicing cucumbers and I have picklers.
Slicing and picklers. And then of course, check out our garlic, guys. That stuff is looking amazing.
Yeah.
Gonna be very, very good. And
down at the other end, I already have 2 rows of okra planted, and those have already sprouted and coming up.
Oh, nice. Good.
So, yeah.
So things are coming along pretty well here on the homestead so far.
Yep.
Not too bad.
All of our green peppers that we plant this year are going to go into the greenhouse.
Oh, let's go check them out.
So I already have peppers started in there. I just need to finish putting the rest of them in there.
All right. Well, let's go over there and take a peek. What do you think of our greenhouse with the end walls, guys? How's it look? It's working out very, very well for us.
Yeah.
What do you got here?
These are cucumber, zucchini, and yellow squash.
Nice.
A couple of marigolds that I need to put out in the garden. And then these are more marigolds that I had started. Marigolds sell really well at the market.
Yeah.
So this is what I have so far. But it's hot in here.
It is warm in here. That's a nice patch of peppers right there.
Yeah.
I think that's going to work out very well.
I figure I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. This whole end of the greenhouse will be peppers.
Nice.
And then once I get this stuff out of here, I need to put in my aromas and Amish paste.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
But it's almost 100 degrees in here.
Oh, I don't know if you can see that, guys, but it's warm. Very warm. And then she's got grow pots here with all kinds of stuff. What do you got in there, honey?
There's mint. There's peppermint, spearmint, sweet thyme mint, lemon balm mandarin, oregano, and those all need to go outside. I just haven't had a chance to get them out there yet. And then there's a couple of pots that are empty, but I usually do basil and cilantro.
Okay.
And you know, all of those things, dill.
Nice. And what are you gonna do with oh, guys, I gotta get out of that greenhouse.
Yeah, it's
what are you gonna do with this side once you're move those pots out?
That's my Aroma and Amish paste tomatoes are going in here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, are you happy with the greenhouse?
I am. I love the greenhouse.
It's working out nice.
It works out really well.
Yeah. Too bad we got to move it.
I know.
I'm not spilling the beans on that, guys, but no sooner did we get this built out the right exactly the way we wanted it. Ooh, words are hard. We're gonna have to move it. So,
but
got something else going on, and we'll tell you about that in a later video. But let's go check out Missy's strawberries. Go check those things out.
So this first bed has all my strawberries in it, and I'm getting some serious strawberries here.
Let's take a peek.
Look at those.
Oh, look at that bunch of strawberries.
This is one big one right here.
Yeah.
So they're all in there.
Oh yeah, look at right there. There's a nice one.
And over here, like this whole thing, you just gotta lift up the leaves.
Look at all those strawberries in there, guys.
Yeah, we're getting tons of strawberries this year, which is really nice.
Yeah, I've been trying to get her to just go ahead and fill all 4 of these beds with strawberries. That's what I would like to see happen.
Maybe,
I think it's
maybe eventually, but I think right now what I'm looking at is we only have 4 raised beds.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that my onions are in a raised bed. I like being able to grow kale and the mustard green in a raised bed. And the radishes did really well.
Yeah.
But the radishes need a whole bed to themselves.
Yeah, they do.
So
what are you saying? You need more raised beds?
I do. I need more raised beds.
You hear that, guys? The project list is growing.
Yeah.
It's growing.
So, but what I figured out, last year I had ground cherries in here with my strawberries, and I left the ground cherries to go to seed. And what I've found is that the ground cherries are coming up very nicely, but there's a little pest that keeps eating at the leaves. So I'm gonna leave that as ground cover, let them eat the ground cherry leaves, and stay away from my strawberries.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's working out well.
Yeah, that's working out fantastic. So very, very nice. As you can see in the background, guys, I got even more logs. They came from the cleanup area. So we should have more than enough timber to start doing the interior of the house. So
well, I think once the garden gets planted and there's not so much going on, April is really busy.
Yeah, springtime for homesteaders and farmers.
April and May is like really busy, so I'm hoping that we're gonna be able to get into the house and start getting some work done.
Well, that was the whole point, guys. That's the whole point of what we did. We really busted our backsides to accomplish a whole bunch of projects this week because I was home this week, guys. I was home all week. I took the week off to be with the grandkids and get this stuff done, and we did. So now Missy is in relatively good shape for being here during the week to get stuff done, because a lot of the projects that they're just 2-man projects. They just takes the both of us.
I mean, I did the ground fabric by myself, but it did take a long time.
Oh yeah, but we came out and we did what, 9 rows in 3 hours?
Yeah, we were able to knock it off.
It's so much faster when we're together.
So yeah, it does.
So I got to get in there and mow again, but that is what it is. Not a big deal. And then trellises will go up eventually. When trellis time comes, we'll put trellises up.
Which, the way that the rain is coming in these really hot and sunny days, plants are growing really well.
Oh yeah.
So it shouldn't be long before we're in there putting up trellising.
Oh, here's another thing I almost forgot, guys, that I did. So we have the hot wire, which you can see it right there, and it runs all the way down the fence, and that hot wire keeps
Groundhogs,
rabbits, everything. They get up next to the fence to try and dig under, and they get hit and they go away. So it's really been super successful for us.
Yeah, it has.
Here in the garden. Really, really well. But the problem with it is I was having to come in here every single week and weed whack it out to keep it from touching the hot wire and grounding it out. Well, I came in with the torch, the weed burner, and you can see, guys, hold on, I burnt the whole thing, and I did all the way around it so that I won't have to weed whack it. And by burning it, it will come back, but it won't come back until
it won't
the end of July.
It won't grow like it was.
No, it won't come back till the end of July. It'll be super stunted, so I won't have to worry about this, and that takes a major project every week off the table. So yeah, I think I'll be probably doing this this way from now on. I'm very happy with how it all turned out. Oh, so much work on the homestead, guys. So much work on the homestead. And I know you guys are dying for us to get back on the house.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. Me too. In fact, I wanted to put our metal on the roof this week while the kids were here, but it just ended getting up. Sorry about that. It just ended up getting pushed back.
Yeah.
Because me and Missy can do the metal.
There was other pressing things that needed to happen.
Yeah, and you'll see those in a couple, 2-3 upcoming videos.
You can see right here our roof. There, it's fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
We have no problems with it. That zip board is made to last, and if it has to last another week or two, it will be fine. But we could get it up there ourselves.
Yeah.
I think Rich wants to come help with that.
Yeah, we do have some people who will come and help us.
Yeah, I think Scott said he wanted to help too.
And I think that's the biggest part right now is actually getting the metal on the roof.
Yeah, getting it up to the roof so that we can get it screwed down. So that is the biggest, hardest part. Oh, we're coming into shade.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite part. My favorite part. And another thing we didn't even show you guys this year. I'm gonna turn you around so I can set you down a little bit. My arm's getting tired, I don't know why. Another thing we didn't film at all this year, just the chicks when they arrived. The meat birds are over in the meat bird area in their grow out pen.
It happened really quickly. Like, I realized how big they were. They kept flying out of the brooder on me, and I was sick of chasing them.
Yeah.
So I just stuck them all in totes and brought them over to the to their coop.
And they're thriving over there.
And they are.
And we'll show you
like
some of them.
Meatballs right now.
Yeah, we'll show you some of them in another video. But they're doing well over there. The brooder is now empty, which is a good thing. And you want to take them and show them some of the bunnies? We got new bunnies.
New baby bunnies.
You want to see the bunnies, guys?
Hi, Mama. Hi, girly. All right. Yeah, they all like huddling in the corner. But look at them, they're super cute. You gotta watch though, because if they try to run.
Look at them.
Hi, little babies.
They are so cute.
They are.
That's our last, do they call it a hutch? A clutch?
I don't know, I always say litter.
That's our last litter of bunnies.
Yeah.
For the season, it's getting too warm.
They're individually, they're called kids.
Yeah.
But, so we have infants, toddlers.
Yeah, toddlers are in here.
We still have some teenagers left.
Show you the toddlers.
Hi, guys. These guys are super friendly. Oh, maybe not with the camera and
No.
you hacking on them, but yeah.
And then over here, these guys are done. They're ready. They are full grown.
Yep, this one's got a new home, the brown one. And then I have 2 black, which is a male and a female. So, unfortunately, if no one wants those 2, they'll be going to freezer camp.
Well, that's not unfortunately. That's a good thing.
Well, it's good for us, not good for them.
Not good for them. No, it's not good for them at all.
Because I had a couple come and get a breeding pair. So
Yep.
they took 1 rabbit from each of the litters.
Yep.
So from each doe, they took a male and a female.
Yep.
Which works out nice.
Yeah.
You know?
And then they came and got another doe.
Yeah. Funny story. They had gotten the doe and a buck from us, and she called or messaged me a couple weeks later saying, oh, I think someone left the cage open. She came home one day and her doe was gone.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, it's probably not going to come back.
No.
Now, if it was really cold out, you could entice it with hay and food. Yeah. But because it's nice out, it's probably
with plenty of grass.
Yeah, it's probably long gone. So
yeah.
She came and got another doe from us.
Yeah, she did.
But
it happens.
It does happen.
So that's where we're at, guys. That is what we've got going on. Again, I apologize for not getting a video out during the week, but I've got 2-3 videos in the can.
Yeah,
I'm gonna edit while I'm on the road and try and get them out to you. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.